Welcome to the TTG New to Cruise Festival here in Liverpool. The festival is all about how to educate agents and teach those all-important sales tips and how best to sell cruise. So let's go and find out some of the top tips from our experts today.
First thing I would say is that don't be intimidated by the fact that you don't know everything, because you never will. You'll have two types of clients. You have one type that will have cruised before, and if they have, that's absolutely fine. Think of yourself much more of a concierge or a personal assistant with those types of clients, because as I say, you'll never know as much as they do. The other type of client you probably have is the one who's a little bit has some trepidation, and with that, again, just don't panic. Don't have that sort of step back thing. But with them, I would say just focus on a few key things. So, cruising is really good in certain parts of the world. So think for Alaska, for example. Now, if you are taking people to the Rocky Mountaineer or doing a Rocky Mountains journey, 50% of those will do an Alaska cruise. And that's not coming from me, that's coming from Rocky Mountaineer's data. So think about that. Think about areas where you can take them to have a cruise. Also, think about value. Value on a cruise is second to none. The other thing I would say probably is flying nowadays can be a real bind, but you can also find so many cruises that go from the UK to Newcastle, Liverpool, and of course Southampton. I wouldn't focus on price, I'd focus on value, I'd focus on experience, and I would also use terminology like what's the level of comfort you would like.
I didn't enjoy selling cruise. I would get clients coming into the office asking me about cruising, and I just did not have the knowledge to sell it to them well. So I did some online training, the online training courses with Complete Cruise Solution. They've got some great things on there. I actually went on a ship visit, see how the ships work, how the staterooms were and how different they all were. 3 weeks after that, I booked my own family cruise. So from there on, easy to sell. It's that I'm confident in selling that cruise. So when people come in, they might be coming in just to get a brochure, but because I have that confidence of being on the ships, I know how they work. I ask them what they're looking for in their holiday, what they normally do. If they're more adventurous, I'll give them a brochure and tell them all about a ship, show them YouTube videos, and get the right ship for the right person. I was invited along on a river cruise, on a 4-night cruise. Absolutely fell in love with the product. Knew I had clients that would definitely take to it, would love it, but it's a higher end market. How do I persuade them to pay that price? So I went to the cruise line themselves. They offered us a deal, so many passengers, and then we could get that group together. So we did some marketing in the office, sent some invitations to our regular clients that are a bit nervy about travelling on their own, ladies who've recently been widowed, so inviting them along, and went from there really. So we were hoping to get 7 passengers on our first group cruise, and managed to get 20. And then obviously that's rolled on to this year, and then next year we're hoping to do 2 group allocations. If you're not selling cruise at the moment because of confidence, definitely do the online training, get yourself on a ship, go and see what it's all about, see the value that you get, and when you compare that to a land-based holiday, amazing.
I think for agents who want to get into selling cruise, my top tips would be to have a look at fully what is out there when it comes to cruise holidays. There is so much in terms of small ship cruising, luxury cruising, big ships, expedition. It's sitting down, working out what is what, and then seeing the destination where the ships actually go to. I think the destination is really important when it comes to things like cruise and stay holidays, for example, because with a cruise and stay holiday, if you were to just fly out to a destination and get straight on the ship, you're not actually seeing that destination. So it's well worth talking and seeing more about the destination, and then your guests can enjoy a couple of nights stay there before they actually start their cruise holiday. So when it comes to events, Cunard, we can help agents put on events. We work with many agents throughout the country. We have put on events in stores, whether that be in hotels, and also in other places like the Ivy restaurants. So Cunard is a very 5-star product and fits well with the Ivy. We've held afternoon tea events in there for agents, because that's typically what they'd expect when they get on board a Cunard ship. one key thing for agents who want to get into cruise that I would suggest to them is that really try it. You know, people think that cruise holidays are for old people, not for them. Cruise holidays are for everyone nowadays. So sit yourself down, go through the different cruise lines, and then if you can, try out some of the ship visits, see if you can register for some of the fam trips and then experience what a cruise holiday is all about, and then that will really help you sell the cruise product and help you sell cruise to all your customers.
As an agent myself, selling cruise has worked really, really well. I definitely recommend everybody try our group one. I didn't dream it would be as amazing as it was, but yeah, fantastic.